Welcome to Nisreen's Art World. I'm a dancer and a visual artist with a background in graphic art and psychology. In this podcast, I'll be exploring a variety of topics, from book reviews to dance analysis, through an artistic lens. I hope you enjoy the journey. Hello, this is Nisreen. Welcome to the 10th episode of season 2 of my podcast. It's lovely to speak with you again. The other day, I watched the musical Wicked Part 1, directed by Jon M at the cinema. It was such an entertaining yet thought-provoking adaptation of the beloved Broadway musical. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, captivated by the compelling story and professional singing performances. As a visual artist, though, in this episode I'd like to focus on its use of color and analyze why it's so effective. Please keep in mind that I haven't seen the stage musical yet, though I'm familiar with the original story of The Wizard of Oz. My perspective is based solely on the current film. There are no spoilers until the end, and I will give you a warning before they start. So, no worries even if you haven't seen the film yet. 1. Pretty in pink and green. The first thing you will notice, Glinda only wears pink. The character, played by the pop star Ariana Grande, is introduced in an exquisite baby pink dress that looks like something straight out of a dream. It's a kind of dress I would have adored as a little girl. Glinda's wardrobe in varying shades of pink is not just cute, it's symbolic. Pink represents her innate charm and innocence, qualities that make her so magnetic. Her pink dorm room, filled with sparkly heels and an enviable wardrobe, is like a childhood fantasy. Pink and green also happen to be complementary colors, sitting opposite each other on the color wheel. This perfectly reflects Glinda and Elphaba's contrasting personalities and their deep, complex relationship. In the stage musical, one of Glinda's iconic dresses is icy blue, but the film's costume designer, Paul Tazewell, chose pink for its iconic appeal and its striking juxtaposition to Elphaba's green. The result is visually stunning and thematically rich. The natural elements in the costume design also stand out. For example, Glinda's ballroom gown is inspired by roses with organic coral pink tones that feel soft and natural, unlike the bold, flashy pink seen elsewhere. Similarly, Elphaba's green skin connects her to nature and animals, both key aspects of her character. 2. Woman in Black. Traditionally, witches wear black, and Elphaba is no exception. However, the delicate, layered black outfits she dons in the film add a chic modernity to her look. The costume's design reflects the emotional cage Elphaba has been trapped in since childhood, according to the costume designer. Black, often associated with death and grief in Western culture, perfectly encapsulates her loneliness and the deep sadness that defines much of her life. Interestingly, Elphaba is always buttoned up, contrasting with Glinda's open-colored looks. This choice reflects her reserved, diligent personality and her struggle with self-esteem. Notably, her clothing becomes slightly less restrictive during intimate or vulnerable moments, subtly highlighting her emotional growth. What excels the show is Cynthia Erivo's huge dark-colored eyes, which are incredibly expressive and convey subtle changes in her emotions. It truly made me understand why eyes are called the window to one's soul. Her black hair and black attire accentuate those eyes perfectly. Black is also a powerful color representing the immense strength of Elphaba's wickedness. After this, there will be spoilers, If you haven't watched the film yet and don't want to ruin the surprise, please come back after watching it. Alright? Okay. 3. The Red and Black. The film's overall palette is soft and organic, but red plays a significant role in a pivotal scene involving Dr. Dillamond, my favorite character. His classroom's blackboard becomes a canvas for discriminatory graffiti with harsh red lettering symbolizing the oppression magical creatures face. This stark moment contrasts with the warm, gentle red of the poppies Elphaba gives him, a gesture of solidarity. The storyline is widely interpreted as a metaphor for antisemitism, with parallels drawn between demonization of magical creatures and the historical persecution of Jewish communities. Although I am not sure if it was the writer's intention, I could definitely see the resemblance there. 4. Blue is the hottest color. Fiyero, played by the Bridgerton star Jonathan Bailey, exceeded all my expectations. His royal marine blue suit exudes nobility, and the smoky blue tones used during his interactions with Elphaba create a serene, romantic atmosphere. The way Fiyero encounters Elphaba is reminiscent of a similar scene from the classic novel Jane Eyre. This contrasts sharply with his playful public persona, the one that aligns more with Glinda. The difference highlights the depth of his connection with Elphaba, which feels far more meaningful. I appreciate how they portrayed him as a complex human being, not just a pretty face. Overall, the film's thoughtful use of color enriches its storytelling and character development. Glinda and Elphaba's friendship is a standout, challenging stereotypes about female relationships. They fight, hurt each other, and yet genuinely wish each other happiness. While most films about platonic friendships focus on like minded individuals achieving a shared goal, Wicked Part 1 portrays a nuanced, realistic bond between two opposites. I'm curious to see how their story unfolds in Part 2, but for now, the beauty of their relationship lies in their mutual respect and love even as they part ways. How was today's episode? I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please consider leaving a review or reaching out through the contact form linked in the description. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye for now.